Hello everybody, this Saturday morning wanted to show you some of the plants that we have bought recently and some of the ones that are coming up and doing well. Plus John's right there. Say hello, John.
Hello.
In this pot I showed you before, things were coming up. Well, they are really coming up nicely. That's the golden oregano, and I can't remember which thyme that is, and then the mint back there. They're all doing great. I trimmed them all off the other day. You can see the daffodils in between the railings down there. Then we bought this pot of daffodils. There's like 14 different stems in there, and after they bloom, I will plant them in the ground. That's what we've done in the past, in the last year or so, and they usually come back. Daffodils are probably the toughest of your bulbs. They come back year after year much better than tulips, even though tulips are beautiful. But this came from Lowe's, and I think that was $8.99. And then up here on the front is that one little volunteer viola, or Johnny Jump Up. And then I planted 3 more back there and trimmed off the thyme and then trimmed off that over there. So they're doing well. Then over here, we could not resist this big beautiful pot of primrose. This was only $10, and there's 4 huge plants in there. And I looked at the individual primrose, and they were $3.99 each. So, and they were not quite as healthy looking as these. So we picked up this pot, and after they finish blooming, I'll plant those in the ground too. But that was at Lowe's. Then I'll go down here and show you what I'm doing down here. These cute little bunny flower picks, those came from Dollar Tree. We bought a couple of Joker hellebores. They'll have more of a yellow flower. You can see the ones that are kind of fading. I love the color of those too, but they're beautiful. Hellebore plants tend to be a little expensive, but they're just, y'all know how much I love them. Those were $19.99. And because where I want to plant them, my hostas haven't come up yet, and I don't want to dig them up, so I decided to put them in pots until I'm ready to plant something else in these pots later on. And then I'll plant these in the ground. I watched Garden Answer, Laura on Garden Answer, and I know a lot of you subscribe to her channel, and that's what she did. She planted a lot of pots with hellebores. Our Lowe's and all just doesn't have the variety that her parents' garden center does. And then, look at the face on that. I planted some pansies and more violas in with it. And then up here I planted another one of the jokers and more pansies. This face has fell over, but you can see how pretty that is. You can see things are still coming out. And this lion's mane Japanese maple, it's not going to be long till it's going to have little leaves coming out. Nothing in those pots yet. This is a mum and that, and I cut it off, and there is still green in some of the stems, so I'm going to be patient and watch and see if something does come up. This pot here is still doing well. The little thyme is coming out nicely, and the little evergreen. Those are some more pots that have wintered over. And then these look puny because they've been in the house. Those are all my wonderful shamrock plants. We just transplanted them into a bigger pot because, you know, the little pots they come in, they just don't do well. They need to be in a bigger pot. So we're going to set them out in a day and then put them back in the garage in the evening. And then once it gets warm enough, we'll move them up to the summer room, and they do beautifully. You can see over there that the clematis, this was a volunteer, so I don't know what it is, but it is really putting out. And over here in this pot with the evergreen, that's the lemon cypress, which has done wonderful in a pot. There's some more of the little violas. And this little evergreen, you know, that's one that was in my fairy garden. We transplanted that out last year. And John planted some more grass up through there, and you can see some of the hyacinths up there too. So that's all I wanted to show you right now. But I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. And please, everyone, stay healthy. Wash them hands and get rid of them germs. Till the next time, thanks so much for watching.